bonus video, we're going to give you an exercise that'll really help you on developing solid, strong posture as you do slides. Now, for those of you who have marched here before, you know what that means. That means that your upper body's facing a certain direction, your feet are facing another direction. This exercise, you all should know, is called Bamf. Let me show you how it's done first, and then we'll go into breaking it down. So, I stand here with nice solid posture, and the analogy I'm thinking about is, I'd say a Gatorade bottle cap, because you're twisting it up, and as you're twisting it around, it's lifting up off the bottle. Same thing for your rib cage and for your pelvis here. As I twist, I'm going to think about lifting up nice and tall, so I'm not compromising any of my upper body posture. Let me show you how it's done. Here, I'm in first position, posture is nice and tall, and then I slowly twist to my left until my shoulders are at 90 degrees. Now, the difference here is that it's going to be impossible for you to get your hips at 90 degrees. So there are a couple checkpoints that you can think about. You want your hips to be facing about 45 degrees from where you're standing. So if this is 90 degrees here, I'm going to twist. My hips are now at 45, and my shoulders will do the rest of the work. So if I'm here up with nice tall posture, my shoulders will help me turn the rest of the way. I'll come back to the center, and I'll go back to the right. Still lifting up nice and tall. Now the goal here is to try to keep my feet in the exact same spot without any bending of the knees or anything like that. You're really using your rib cage and the empty space here to help you lift up and twist around. Now, here's how the exercise goes. I start in my first position. I set with nice tall posture. Let's break down the count structure. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn to the left for 4. You're going to hold for 4. You're going to turn back to the center for 4. With a nice strong stop here, no hold, but you're going to turn to the right for 4. You're going to hold for 4. You turn back to center for 4, and you'll stop. That's what we'll go for right now. So let me show you how it's done. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be the 4 sequence. Feel free to take this exercise at your own pace because it's going to be quite a bit. For those of you who've never done this art before, it's a little bit different than something you're going to be very comfortable with. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that we do as a marching ensemble. How you look, how strong you look, how open and commanding you may look on the outside needs to be much more important than how uncomfortable you may be in a moment's notice. So definitely this exercise is going to be something that's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit weird, but if you fight through it and start and use the knowledge that we're giving you, you're going to look great on the field. So the way the entire exercise goes, it's going to be the sequence of 4s that I just described. Then you're going to do it in 3s, you're going to do it in 2s, then 3s and 4s, and you're done. So a total sequence of 5. 4s all the way through, 3s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Let me show you how it's done. I'm setting my med at 100 BPM, which is about a comfortable tempo. If you don't think you can handle it at that speed, please feel free to take it down. I'd say between 80 and 90 is a very comfortable speed. So let's get in. Set up nice and tall. Set yourself up for success right from the beginning. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lock, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and over, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hold, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hold, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the reason I stayed there for a couple counts is because you have to really get used to finishing the phrase, standing strong until the very end, because the performance does not end until you get off that field. So if you want to envision that now, the same thing is going to go with basics. The performance does not end until you're told to relax. You need to stay strong until that point. To help you divide the space a little bit more evenly, I'm gonna give you a couple checkpoints to think about. Now, there's gonna be a little bit of math, and you're gonna say like, what's, oh, math, it's not that bad. So think about this. If I'm standing head straight on, we'll call this 0 degrees. When you turn all the way to the left or all the way to the right, we'll call that 90 degrees. Now, when you go in the set of 4s, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. If you divide that into 3 intervals evenly, and I'll go ahead and leave a breakdown for this in somewhere in this video, your intervals are going to be 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and then 90 degrees. For the 3s, it's going to be 0, 45, 90. For the 2s, it's just a little bit faster, 0 to 90. And you just have to be able to think, when do I engage my core? When can I allow my body to stop? So in the 2 counts, 1, 2, I'm squeezing my core at the instant that my body reaches this 90-degree plane. So that's just a couple of math points to help you divide that space evenly if that's something you're not used to. Now, this part of the exercise with the horn in hand is going to be called Bamf 1. Unfortunately, when we don't have our horn in hand, it's just going to be called Bamf. When we start putting our horn in hand, there will be different versions. So let me show you Bamf 1. Same tempo, 100 BPM. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, lock, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hold, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, hold, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be Bamf 1. You'll notice I said lock a couple times, and for those kind of vocals, it has a very, very deep and important purpose. When I say lock, what I'm doing is I'm thinking to slightly engage some of my muscles, so when I reach either my 90 degrees here to the left or to the right, or when I hit that stopping checkpoint right here in the center, I'm thinking to slightly engage some of my muscles, mainly my core, maybe a little bit of my arms, to allow my entire upper body to stop. You'll notice that the cleanliness of this exercise comes from visual silence. It doesn't come from moving together nice and clean throughout the motion. It comes from start of motion to stop of motion. Being able to start and stop cleanly in time is what's going to make us strong, it's what's going to make us clean. Now, there is a different version to this exercise that I'm going to introduce right now. It's called Bamf 2. What it does is during the holds, you're just going to layer on a horn move. Let me show you how it's done. I'll go all the way through. 4, 3s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up, 2. 2. 1, 2. Down, 2. Over, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the goal for any of these exercises is going to be how strong can you stay for the longer phrase, because this was honestly quite a long exercise. How strong can you stay? How disciplined can you be the longer the phrase gets? So now, you really got to think about really continuing to breathe through any of these exercises, whether it's Bamf, whether it's up and four, down and fours, whether it's some of the tendu plie exercise that Olivia and Genevieve are going to give to you, you have to continue to breathe, stay nice and relaxed, stay nice and expanded, stay nice and strong. This is your bonus video. Let's get to work.